3-2. Karim Darwish, world number 1. What a great apprenticeship he has served. Brilliant junior. Worked his way through slowly through the rankings, got to the top 10, held, and then last year made the final push. And we're now looking at a very complete player.
I think as well, from an Egyptian point of view, everyone expected if anyone was going to knock Shabana off the top spot that it was going to be Rami Ashur, and
absolutely
for it to be Darwish, I think.
Well, I think that's what they call the Egyptian risk, isn't it?
Absolutely, you saw his ability there to turn defence into attack, one shot. Be interesting what happens if Karim will want to build up a good lead at the start of this game. It's important in the 5th games to get daylight between you and your opponent, because if it gets anything above 6 or 7-all, then it's a bit of a lottery, really. You might as well flip a coin, and the hands sweat, you know, the palms are greasy, and
not a good time.
It's not a good time.
Ah, great pickup, great pickup. There's some intent for you. That's not posing, that's working. Oh, great from both players. This is going to bring the roof off when they finally finish. Don't let this end in a let. Almost an exhibition.
What a rally.
Oh. Great shot there by Will. Oh, it's attack, counter-attack, defense, attack. Oh, finally. Load of gas in the tank.
And he's giving away silly points here, and James is too much of a quality player to let this opportunity get away from him. And you can see the hitting now from James. He's getting great line and length here behind the service box. He's mixing up the heights and paces very tight to the sidewall, trying to get back every shot.
He's working hard. Nice, honest player, James Willstrop.
Very, very, very honest, and he moves, for a guy who's 6'4 plus, he moves beautifully.
That's incredible.
Really
he's had some terrific gets there where he's been stretched to his limits.
This is a tough rally. That's
this
a great
could be
finish.
A defining rally, I think.
That's a lovely hold, holding straight.
Wow. Oh, now pushes in short, and that will surely be it.
Fantastic squash. Really is brilliant squash.
Do you know, if there's a moment in a match when you feel it turns completely, I think this might be it. This is the one that might be
8-2.
where he steps totally away. 8-2. And if he takes it, he'll take a 2-game-to-love lead, and that will be a major problem for Dave Palmer. But these are those big moments. And if it's up there to be hit, David will go for it. Oh, this is wonderful stuff. This is tremendous stuff. Oh, absolutely beautiful.
Unbelievable squash from Dave Palmer.
That's what makes you guys magicians. That was inhuman, the way that rally finished it then. Brilliant.
12-all.
And the work that Greg had to put in to stay in that last rally couldn't be underestimated, really, and that was down to the immaculate width and length.
Even sitting here some distance from the court, I can almost feel the intensity of Gaultier.
Look at the court coverage here. I mean, oh,
fantastic.
I think we'll see the strut now. I think the strut will come in for the Frenchman after that rally.
And out, 1-4.
putting a lot of work
Yes.
mentally as well. So
And it's so hard to chase, but it's even harder maybe to hold that #1 spot. Glad to have Joey back. I think technical hitch has been fixed, and you were making a point, Joey.
Well, there's a great example just there. I was just saying about Arma Shabana, about how when he became world #1, his length and his width hitting became so apparent, and it gives you the option to attack in the front of the court. So when you've got an Egyptian that's able to hit unbelievable length and width and play long rallies with the attack and the ball control, it's an absolute nightmare to play against. And that last rally, Kareem Darwish hit another outright winner as a straight length, and that's a lovely bit of
And a bit of respect from both players there for the quality of the shot.
Hand out. Flick there by Greg.
5-4.
Just showing that he's able to deceive and take on people at the front of the court with his electrifying movement going forward.
Looked like he was in two minds there, didn't he? He wasn't sure whether to attack or push it back, and ended up doing neither, really.
No. Could be just the nerves coming in again. Obviously, at the end of the game now, can't afford really any more easy points.
And it's a big title, isn't it, Dave? You've won this one, and you know, there's people mistakenly say, "Oh, but there's no ranking points at stake." But you know, it's a prestigious title to win all the top players over the past few years: Jensha, Peter Nicol, yourself, Jonathan Power, and then last year Greg Shabana. It's a great title.
Del Harris.
Del Harris had it, yeah.
Did Brett win it once?
Brett won it, I think, yeah. So.
I don't know if Brett won. I think he lost maybe in the final, but that's a good hold.
Hand out.
That could be enough to get him through. You can see Terry right up on the tee now. He's
Lovely touch by James. Thierry up to it, hunts the ball down, keeps the rally going. His heart's pumping now. He knows he's just a few points away from a final.
Intensity's really hurting James now. You can see that.
Thierry's taking this into the pain area.
That's a good shot. Just pushed it to the back again.
Oh, that's a great shot.
Great rally.
Brilliant rally.
He worked that well. And it wasn't the final shot, it was the work that went in before it.
9-2.
Terry was a bit of a slow starter last night, 2-0 down to James, and then sort of found his game, which he often does.
yeah, that's
we
true,
joked a little bit last night, me and Nick, saying how he warms up more than anybody, and he always has these slow starts.
He always starts 2-0 down.
Yeah, and then he plays these fantastic comeback, and he did it last night. So I think, obviously, against Greg, he can't afford to go 2-0 down.
That's for sure. And he, to me, looks very sharp. Every match he's played this week, he's shown us he's come here with serious intent to do some damage. And having said that, so has Thierry. Thierry has looked very focused. I've been watching a couple of his practice sessions, and yeah, there won't be a lot of space on that tee with this French crab-like movement that they both do well.
Yeah, I mean, they both have the same movement. As you can see, you know, they move like crabs. As you said, it's just a funny comment, but you know, it's true. Physically, he thinks it's a bit far away. 8-2, 2-1 down.
He's not going to stop, but I think it's just his heart's going to tell him, but it's just a matter of whether his body is going to react and be able to cover the short shots, which it hasn't done now. The last sort of 5 or 6 points. Great recovery.
He's off. What a terrier. What movement.
Down, 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 down. Yeah, it's not easy to be certain.
Well, that's a fair comment, isn't it? It's not easy to be certain, says John Massarella.